Hello you guys, and welcome back to Cooking with Paris. So today we're going to be making lemon butter chicken. So I want to be honest with you guys, this is my first time making lemon butter chicken, but I'm going to be honest in the review. If it's nasty, it's not because I can't cook. It might be because lemon butter just doesn't sound good to me, but who knows. I've been meaning to cook this lemon butter chicken for a while now, so I figured why not share this experience with you guys. So you're gonna come along with me while we cook our lemon butter chicken. So you can use any type of chicken breast, chicken thighs, whatever you want, but I'm going to use chicken legs. They're a bit bigger than normal, so my cook time might be a little bit different. I'll definitely put in the description how long I had to cook them for if my cooking time is inaccurate on what I cook them for and what I say in the video. So first, to get started, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and wash and clean my chicken, and then we're going to get started on our sauce. Alright guys, so for our sauce, we are going to turn our stove on a medium heat. And then we're going to take 2 teaspoons of butter, and we're going to melt it in our skillet. In our sauce, what we're going to add is some minced garlic. I'm going to use lemon juice instead of real lemon. You guys can substitute and use real lemon. I think I'm substituting, so you guys can use real lemon or substitute. And real parsley as well. I'm going to substitute with dried parsley. And we're going to do red chili because, as you know, if you watch my channel, I kind of like things spicy. So we're going to melt our butter in our skillet, and then we are going to take a purple onion and we're going to chop that purple onion up, and then we are going to saute the purple onion. Alright you guys, so once the butter has melted, we are going to add in our purple onions, and then we are going to get them good and sauteed before we start adding in our other ingredients, okay? I do want to mention that the red pepper flakes are optional, as well as if you use fresh parsley, go ahead and add that in with your purple onion and let it cook down together versus this dried parsley. It doesn't really have to do much cooking. It's kind of like just me seasoning. Once it's cooked down a little bit, I'm going to add in next a teaspoon of minced garlic. Alright, so once you get everything nice and sauteed, next we are going to add in some chicken stock. And then we're going to add in some heavy cream. That is about as much as I pour in there. Like I said, I do not measure. If that is affecting you, let me know. But I could try to start measuring, but I do not measure. I just kind of eyeball everything. I do apologize. And then last but not least, we're going to add some Parmesan cheese. This is the kind that I use. And then I'm just going to mix it all together, still on medium heat, just letting that cheese melt and to give it a good simmer. And while that simmer, we're going to go over here to season our chicken. Alright guys, roll your sleeves up. We don't want to get them dirty, so we are going to put oil, avocado oil on the chicken first. As you guys know, with me, I season everything in its dish. Sometimes I put it in a bowl, but not really. So we're going to use onion powder. We're going to put some onion powder on our chicken first. Get a good amount of onion powder. Then we're going to go in with some garlic powder. Remember you guys, you don't have to use the same brands as me. You can use whatever brands you normally use. I'm going to use some paprika. Get that on there, good. Alright, so the next thing, you guys know, I love poultry butter. We're going to get that on there really good. Can't be butter flavored chicken without poultry butter, right? You guys, they gave me the bottom of the barrel chicken. I swear every one of them had a broken leg. Our favorite. McCormick seasoning. I'm actually going to add some of this to our sauce, you guys. I cannot without it. Then we're gonna do our original dash, the one that's in the yellow, and go over with that. And then lastly, we're gonna use our black, and that's the chicken seasoning dash. Well, it's not lastly, because I have one more thing that I want to add, and that's going to be our Greek seasoning. Not going to be so heavy with our Greek seasoning, so we're going to turn it to about this much, really small, and we're just going to go over, give it a hint of Greek seasoning. Okay? None of this stuff goes in your sauce. The only thing that I want to put in the sauce, but I'm going to fight, is the McCormick, okay? And then you're gonna give this a good mix. I'm gonna use some tongs. I'm gonna give this a good mix, and then we're gonna pour our sauce on top. All right, so now we got our chicken nice and seasoned. That's the process. See, we are going to come over here and get our sauce. I want you guys to see it. It looks good after the heat has hit it. Y'all see that? I'm gonna get it nice and mixed up really good. Okay, so the reason I don't measure, I can eyeball it, you guys, and I know that's not a gift everybody has. So like I said, I will work on measuring. I go by the pan, use a skillet as my measuring, so I don't have to measure. And I'm just gonna take this sauce and pour it all over the chicken. Well, not over, but like in between the cracks, because I don't want to knock the seasoning off the chicken as much. And I'm just gonna make sure I get every drop of it into here and get everything nice and covered with this sauce. Okay, I'm just gonna scrape the skillet clean here, and I'm gonna cover it up with foil. The reason that I didn't use a lot of chicken stock was because we're gonna have juices from the foil create water with the seasonings and make chicken stock with this chicken anyway, with the seasoning and everything with the chicken anyway. That's why I didn't use a lot of the chicken stock. So I'm gonna go across it, you guys, with some lemon juice here, like that. And I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of butter, one on this side, one on that side. Okay. All right, guys. So this is what your pan is gonna look like. You see the juices in there. 2 sticks of butter, seasoned. That's what it's gonna look like before we add our foil on top of it. So you guys, with that skillet that you used to make the sauce, do not put that skillet in the sink. Keep that skillet. Well, if you're gonna do what I'm gonna do, that's the skillet we're going to use to cook our broccoli in, and we want all that flavor to still be in that skillet when we make our broccoli. That's what we're going to use as our side, as well as we're going to make some mashed potatoes. And we're going to get into that after this. So you're just going to cover whatever dish you have. I have this glass dish. You're just going to cover whatever dish you have with some foil, nice and tight. And if your chicken legs are as big as mine, I would say cook them for about an hour and 45 minutes. We're gonna do an hour and probably 30 full on, and then we're gonna take our full off and we're gonna broil it for 15 minutes to get that crust on it. But you guys, if you're cooking with me, fast forward to me, what I say about the cooking. All right, guys, so I do want to change that with what I said I'm gonna cook it on. I'm going to actually bake it at 350, the chicken. I'm going to actually bake it at 350 for, like I said, I'm going to try to do an hour and 45, and I'm going to do an hour with it covered, and then I'm going to do the 40 with it uncovered, and then I'm only going to broil it for about 2 to 3 minutes. I forgot, that's a real high setting, and it'll probably burn the chicken if I was to leave it, or dry it out if I was to leave it for that long. Now, I do want to mention, the reason I put the lemon juice on it is because you're supposed to have lemons on the lemon butter chicken, but once again, I'm not a big fan of lemons, so I didn't buy lemons and I didn't put lemons on it. But that's neither here or there. So if you do buy lemons, you can cut your lemons up and put them on the chicken with the butter. Now, our next step for our homemade mashed potatoes, we are going to boil some red skin mashed potatoes. I'm choosing to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The amount that I'm doing it, it's for my family. So I would suggest you put the amount that you want for your family in a boiler. That's not something I can really tell you what to do. If you do what I'm doing, it's for a family of 3 or 4. So I would suggest just going based off your family, unless you really like mashed potatoes. So we're gonna boil our mashed potatoes at a medium heat. Alright guys, so I got the chicken in the oven baking, and I'm waiting for the water to boil that has the potatoes in it. So once the potatoes are done boiling, we are going to come back, and then I'll show you guys how to make homemade baby skin red potatoes for real this time. No jokes, we're actually gonna go through the full process. I don't want my channel to be inconsistent of me talking and explaining everything without doing the process, so I'll definitely stop all the talking. But I don't want my videos to be so short, like the one with my roast. Like, I didn't talk much, I just kind of got straight to the point, and it was like 6 minutes. But if that's what you guys prefer, definitely, you know, leave a comment. I'm gonna have to be mean and be like, oh my god, you talk too much. But I just want to know what everybody want, what would help everybody learn how to cook these recipes, or you can do your own spin on the recipe. Just casually, nicely give me some advice. I do want to thank everyone who is subscribing to the channel. Hopefully it is because you think the food looks great and not because of me. But thank you guys. I really appreciate all my old and new subscribers and everyone who's leaving these awesome comments. I just wanted to say that. Alright guys, so this is at the hour marker. I'm gonna go ahead and uncover it for the 40 minutes. This is what it should look like. Alright you guys, for our mashed potatoes, while they're still hot, I like to go ahead and break them up. I don't have that little masher thing, so what I have to use is my whisk. Next, what I'm going to do after I get them nice and mashed up really good is I'm going to add some heavy whipping cream as well as some milk. And so I also put the heat on a 4. After I add my heavy whipping cream and my milk, I put it back over the heat to let it cook some more because I'm going to add butter into it. But I also kept mashing it because the liquids does help soften the potatoes, as you guys can see. Next, we add a half a stick of butter, and then I add in some salt and pepper. And then you guys remember that Parmesan cheese from earlier? I'm also going to add a little bit of that into my mashed potatoes as well. That is optional. Of course, you don't have to add cheese to your potatoes. While the chicken is still hot, I also added some Parmesan cheese into the liquid and on top of some of the chicken. And that's all I did with the mashed potatoes. And then I'm going to taste them, make sure they're to my liking. And if I need any more salt and pepper, I'll just add it. Alright, you guys, time for our favorite part, the plating. Alright, chicken is fresh out of the oven, still hot, smells amazing. I just want you guys to get a quick view of the chicken. Alright, so let me get something to serve it with. So I forgot, obviously I want to put mashed potatoes first. These are homemade mashed potatoes, you guys. Not joking this time. So you guys can see, you guys watch me make them. Homemade baby red skin mashed potatoes. That's how you make them. That's literally it. And I tell you, they are super delicious. Give them a try. Now, we get our chicken onto the plate. Just put the chicken in the mashed potatoes, of course. These are big pieces of chicken, you guys. Oh my god, they're super hot. Ow. Oh my god, the mashed potatoes are delicious. Side note, I did make broccoli. I didn't show much about the broccoli, but I tried to pour some of the juice on the plate. Ruined the look, but we don't worry about what it looks like. Alright, so you guys, I did already taste the chicken, but I want to taste it with you guys. It's nice, break apart easily. It's still hot. But lemon, it actually tastes pretty good. Especially with the mashed potatoes. You guys, it's delicious. I definitely recommend it. Give it a try. If you want to see how I make my broccoli, I didn't think anybody cared. Didn't know if it was a fan favorite. I didn't show. But I definitely make it often, so you can just let me know in the video. You can comment at the bottom. And I'll show you guys how I make my broccoli on another video. I apologize. These braces tripping me up. But I'm going to go ahead and eat, you guys. Thanks for watching. Once again, thanks for subscribing, you guys. Leave comments, like, share. Let me know what you want to see. And enjoy your day. Stay warm. Stay safe. Bye.